here. That is Martha. Oh, wait a minute. I can't tell. Her tail doesn't look the right color, but I'm having trouble with my eyes anyway these days. There. We'll get a little bit of you on the internet. Gonna be a YouTube there, Star. Yeah, you're the male, actually. You're not Martha either. Okay, so you're the new male. I can't see. Turn around. I'm just trying to see the ear if it's got the little notch out of the bottom. No, I think that's the new male. I think Martha already left. Yeah, this is the new male now. I don't know. We haven't got a name for him. We're gonna name you, Buddy. Suppose we could just call you Buddy. What do you think of that? Well, you're looking right at me. You like that name, Buddy? You're a male for sure. Can't miss it. Okay, your new name is Buddy. Hey, Buddy. That's your name. Sorry, it just popped in my head. So you're going to watch the camera watching you. We're watching you, and YouTube is you're watching us. And we're watching you there, buddy. Still a little shaky around me, huh? We'll get it figured out. Don't worry, buddy. I guess I could suck up to you and bring you a couple of peanuts since they're gone. I don't know if you got any from before. I know Martha did. Actually, you were here earlier, so you did get some. Oh, shit, now there's the sirens again. Now what? What's going on? Well, Buddy didn't like that too much. It's okay, Buddy. Somebody must have got hurt out there or something. It's alright, old little buddy. You're alright. Everything will be fine. Just fine. Well, that wasn't a regular ambulance. That was a fire, kind of a fire truck or something. Thing is, if there was something really serious, the other trucks would already be behind it. So I don't know what that's about. It'll all be in the little newspaper that comes out once a week here. It's called the Lanark Era, E-R-A, Lanark Era. My mother gets it every week, so I can go down and look at it. One of the last newspapers around in these parts. At least the small town paper still survives. And it's no CNN with all the lies, or Fox, or all the other lying ones. We know the people that write for that. They're us. So we can immediately tell when there's truth being told or not. And I don't recall them lying about anything in all the years that they've done that newspaper. So, and believe me, had they and we found out about it, my mother would be screaming bloody murder. She's a former librarian, but she's also a former journalist. She was a journalist in her younger years in a newspaper nearby Detroit called the Livonia Observer. She worked there. And then my Uncle Ray worked for the Detroit News, I think, first, and then the Free Press. He was a sports reporter, I think in the late 1950s, early 60s, and that was for the news. My Uncle Ray could right up until he died, could recite every detail of every baseball player in every team, right back to the 1930s, 40s, whatever it was, that he knew. I could ask him anything, and then you could go check it. Like, you know, we had this big thick book about all the baseball stats, and my uncle would never be wrong. So I guess that was why he was a sports reporter for Detroit News. Raymond Jones, Ray Jones, my uncle. That's the oldest of, second oldest of my dad's brothers. Jack was the oldest. then Ray, then Jamie, Bob, my dad, Mike, and then the girl Martha. So, has that got everybody? Did I miss anybody? No, got everybody. Mike was the youngest boy and Jack was the oldest. They're all gone. All the brothers. Every one of them. Can't believe it. All of them have been up here. All of them except for Jack has lived with us at one point or another. My dad was always kind of the gathering point for the brothers. At least here in Canada, and then down in the States it was my Uncle Bob Jones, and my Uncle Jamie. Well, then Jamie moved up here with my cousins, and of course we all grew up together. He never went back to the States. Bob was back and forth but stayed in Michigan. And Jack was in New Mexico, and he passed away out there. And my Uncle Ray was raised in Michigan and all that, but he passed away in California. It was the last place he was living. He was out of the newspaper business. The last job I knew him to have was picking avocados in some big valley in California. So he loved it. It wasn't a matter of something that he hated. He just liked being outside, and that's what he liked to do. So, and then my Uncle Mike passed away here in Ottawa. I think it was, they all died of stomach cancer. Every one of them. Martha's the only one alive, the girl. So far as I know, she still hasn't gotten any touch of cancer. So I don't see that. I don't see her. We don't see her at all. I haven't talked to them in many years. So nothing bad. Just, they're one of the brothers. She's the sister of the brothers that's distant. And then the oldest brother, Jack, I barely knew him. But as my uncle, but that's because he'd moved away, and they'd come back for special occasions, but never really got to know them. But the other ones, Jamie, Bob, my dad of course, and Mike, the big four there, they hung out all the time. Ray was until he left for out west, but the big four, Bob, my dad, Jamie, and then Mike, my uncle, they were always up here. Always. Mike lived with us too for the longest time. He lived with my grandmother when she was in West Ottawa, and then she passed away, and then he got sick, and he left us too. Now he's one of the only brothers that had it and then got cancer. I mean, talk about a double whammy for him.